Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. Here at the table with me, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And over on the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. It's stolen by Dort. Holmgren looking around. From deep, Williams. His first shot is a miss, 0 for 1 to start the contest. One thing you can say about this Clippers organization, GA, resources will never be a problem.
Be a pat. Passionate and deep-pocketed leadership. You throw in the market size, and even if they're not the glamour franchise in LA, they're no longer resigned to second fiddle.
Now here's Leonard. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Comes up empty down low. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story. An update. Allie?
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about the challenges the defense faces when dealing with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He said once Shai gets under the arc, it's impossible to prevent a shot. He's too shifty, so we need to be ready to help off on the wings early and try and bump him out to the perimeter. Not easy to control the movements of Shai. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
On a dime. Shai got right where he wanted for that shot.
Here's Harden. And there's the drive. And Harden with the stuff.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And the basket by Harden. Harden's got his second bucket of the game to go.
I'm just going to say this. I don't think the average fan understands how strong Harden is. He has no problem finishing through contact with those wide shoulders.
Now here's Leonard. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Harden. From deep. Rebound by Williams. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Trailing by 2. People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. That ball, nice feed that time from Leonard. Harden's got 8 points.
In the paint, Harden, man, he's just a tough guard. If you get too close, you know that this man is a master at drawing fouls.
From deep, that's GA. That's a good shot, and now he's 3 for 7.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
What an athlete Harden is. Gets off the ground so fast to hammer it down.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So both teams making some changes here. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Mitchell, and he drives in, and then Mitchell with the dunk.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Williams. After the basket by Bogdan Bogdanovic. 46 seconds left to play here in the first. Clippers leading by 5. Brown with it. Now defended by Mitchell. The screen from Brown. Bogdanovic. And the basket is good.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Mitchell right side. Pass to Joe. Fires for 3. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Yep, it counts.
Whatever drawbacks Lopez may have, scoring in the post isn't one of them. He is a nightmare for opposing defenses to deal with down low.
Shot's good by Mitchell.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
James Harden getting it done for the Clippers. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back to the action in just a minute. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Clippers.
They've started the game the right way, penetrating the defense and attacking the rim. They're just not settling.
So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, and that can be as difficult as anything. And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Clippers leading by 4. Lopez right side. Here's Batum from past the arc. They grabbed their own miss.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Shot to stop the run, and Lopez pulls it down. Here's Christie. He takes it in.
The V just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And he commits the intentional foul. And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. To Zubac. Dunn, wide open, he fires. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
And the jam by Harden.